So I had a couple people asking questions about the actual functionality of the Transformer Pad Infinity. It's running Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich with an update to Jelly Bean slated for sometime in the future. No exact information on that yet, but you can stay tuned to Campus Life and we'll definitely let you know when that update's coming. But you can see here the display looks just amazing. Over here in the notification panel, we've got some ASUS customized settings. You've got 3 different power profiles. Power saving, normal, and performance mode, as well as a bunch of toggles for auto rotation, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, sound, background sync, and even GPS. We've also got a super IPS toggle, so you can toggle whether or not that super bright outdoor mode works. You can switch to normal IPS. I like to keep it on super IPS. It just looks a lot better to me. But if we move around here, everything is just super smooth. That 1.6 gigahertz quad-core Tegra 3 T33 chip in there does all the heavy lifting. It's also got a 12-core GPU, so things render very, very quickly. One of the questions I was asked is whether or not this tablet will play content from a GoPro camera, so very high-resolution videos. So I downloaded a sample of a 1920 by 1080 video here, and as you can see, it plays with no problem at all, and this is using the stock video player, no extra apps necessary. The video looks great. I can see all the little details on that tree. Looks almost like real life, how great that video looks. We can take a look at some books. I've got Google Play Books loaded on here, if I can find it. I've got Play Books here, and if I go into this Nexus 7 guidebook, content looks great, even zoomed out. The text looks very, very high quality, or if I zoom in, you can see it looks very good, very readable. Looks very realistic, especially when I'm turning pages like that. So we'll jump out of there and take a look at some games. I got another question asking whether or not some of the popular games will work, even though it's a higher resolution than most tablets. The 1920 by 1200 resolution is not typical, and some people were afraid that the apps would not scale well. So I can show you that you don't have to worry about that. I've got Temple Run here, one of the most popular games on the market. And let's try again here. So I've got Temple Run playing, and this is probably the best Temple Run experience I've had on a tablet. I play a lot of Temple Run, and it never felt quite right on a tablet, but it runs very, very smoothly on the Transformer Pad Infinity. But maybe you're not into Temple Run. Maybe you're into something a little bit more demanding. I've got Dead Trigger here. It's the latest game from Madfinger Games, and I've got to guess that they optimized this for the Infinity because it just looks fantastic on this display. And let's just jump into the main quest here. Wait for that to load up, and you'll see that the environments and the enemies, the zombies, everything looks super high quality, very detailed. I'm not a great first-person shooter player, so I'm going to just show you a quick demo, shoot a few zombies before I really get beat badly. Got a couple headshots, so I'm not doing too bad so far. But the environments, you can see those leaves flying around. It looks fantastic. The environments, the lighting effects, all of it renders very, very well on the Transformer Pad Infinity. So we'll jump out of there though. ASUS has included a lot of really cool apps on here. We've got the Polaris Office Suite, which works out really well for word processing, spreadsheets, and presentations, whether you're loading up your own presentations or viewing some content that a professor has sent you. All works great on there. I've actually used it to write a couple papers for my classes and write some of my reviews for some tablets and such. The My Library app is great for ebooks. My Cloud for accessing your cloud storage. All that is great. But we can take a look here. Something I'd really like to show you is the Supernotes app. Supernotes is a great note-taking app for when you're in class. I use it all the time. I don't have my personal notes from the last semester on this tablet, but I can show you it captures my handwriting just fine. I'm using a very cheap capacitive stylus, and it picks up perfectly and then pulls down my handwriting and puts it in line with any other text. I can also insert an annotation, and once I'm done with that, I can select it, I can move it around, I can resize it. It's great for whatever class it is, especially I liked using it during an audio class that I had where I had to draw a lot of diagrams and such of audio waves. I could take my notes, I could even type them up with the keyboard dock and then throw in my diagrams without an issue. So we'll jump out of there. So everything looks great on here. Let's take a look at the keyboard dock though. So if I want to toss the tablet in here, all I have to do is line up the arrows on there and push it down. A little bit stiffer than the original transformer, but it's not too much of an issue. And when I'm here, I can use the trackpad to navigate and swipe through here with 2 fingers. It supports multi-touch gestures. Everything works really great. I can long press to move things around. And the keyboard works very well. So we'll jump into the Polaris Office app, and it'll take a second to load up here. But I can show you that I can just create a document. And it seems like the app has been updated since I last used it. But I'll create a new file here. I'll create a new document. And you've got full functionality. Very quick, very easy to type. As you can see, I just typed that up. Keyboard feels very solid. It feels actually a little bit better than some of the other Transformer keyboards I've used. A little bit more key travel on it. And it just feels great. It's great for productivity. I use it for work all the time with my original Transformer, and I do definitely foresee seeing the Transformer Pad Infinity replacing my original Transformer in class and at work. So this is my video on the Transformer Pad Infinity. If you've got any questions, you can leave a comment below, or you can contact me on Twitter, twitter.com/AemonFarouk, and I can answer any questions that you have about the Transformer Pad Infinity. Thank you for watching.